everyone, it's Linda McKenna from Golden Rule Senior Placement Services coming to you today with Tuesday Talks. We're still in April and we're acknowledging today, but for the month, that it is Parkinson's Awareness Month. And the little bit of that we're going to discuss in lieu of Parkinson's Awareness Month is what should you know about Parkinson's disease and what assistance can you get for your senior loved one. Parkinson's Awareness Month really had started back some time ago, but it increased in popularity due to one of our major stars, TV stars, movie stars, which is Michael J. Fox, and then also Muhammad Ali, that were diagnosed with Parkinson's, and it actually became more of awareness because of them having the onset of it early on in their lives. And by their promotion of it and their experiences, it really embraced the community that was experiencing Parkinson's disease, maybe tremors, the neurological deficit, is the fact that now there is a lot of services out there and recognition of Parkinson's, but more importantly, support. And that's what's really, really important when you're experiencing maybe Alzheimer's, dementia, and also Parkinson's, is to have a support group, others that are going through it and their suggestions, especially if you're the caregiver to a senior loved one that has Parkinson's. Speaking to somebody that doesn't have experience with it sometimes is not as supportive as somebody that's gone through it, and their ideas and their really compassion and their understanding of what you're going through, being the caregiver. There is some medications, and by no means am I giving any really medical advice, but there is some medications as well that could control the tremors and control the progress of Parkinson's. And a lot of the times with any onset of illness or disease process is early onset. The more that it's recognized on an earlier stage, the more there is a workmanship and something that can be embraced and looked upon and tested upon, and trials and medications that can be utilized. We also believe that folks that do have Parkinson's is not for them just to exist. Sometimes having exercise classes is something that's great. It's the dexterity, it is the movement that helps that person deal with maybe the tremors or the the debilitation of the disease process. So having somebody become active with even physical activity is something that is definitely gauged upon and recommended. It's the motor skills that is something that should be recognized and should be impressed upon. When this actually started, the Awareness Month was back at a summit, believe it or not, in Luxembourg, and back in 2005, and the red tulip was actually unveiled as the global symbol for Parkinson's disease. And it was actually Parkinson's disease as a neurodegenerative disease that primarily affects dopamine-producing neurons in certain parts of the brain. It is a mobility caused by degenerative neural system dysfunction. Symptoms appear over time. And at this summit, the red tulip, like I said, was actually the logo or the recognition for this awareness for Parkinson's disease. They talk about tremors and movement and balance difficulties, limb rigidity, and delayed muscle actions are all symptoms of this advancing illness. So what they were talking about it is that there is so much research that is going through the Parkinson's Foundation. And if you're going to give to a cause that has so much research like Parkinson's disease and also something like Alzheimer's disease. It's because, you know what, it might not cure somebody now, but it could be more preventative in the future. But aerobic exercise is something that's really, really important. And the reason why we do it in this particular month in April for Parkinson's disease, it is named after James Parkinson. He was the London physician who published an easy essay on the shaking palsy back in 1817. He was the first physician to describe Parkinson's disease. So that's how prevalent it was even back then. So when was Parkinson's disease day actually started? It started back on April 11th in 1997. That's World Parkinson's Day. It commemorates his birthday of Dr. James Parkinson, the man who first identified the disease nearly 200 years ago. How many people are diagnosed with Parkinson's disease each year? Well, during this awareness month in the U.S., every year in the United States, 60,000 people are diagnosed with this disease. So it is very, very prevalent. Which is the best symbol for Parkinson's disease? The red tulip is the symbol for Parkinson's disease. A purple ribbon is the chosen color to wear to support of people with the disease. Facts about Parkinson's disease that will really blow your mind is what this article talks about. 1, different strokes. There are no two persons that experience the same symptoms. 2, more bad news. Non-movement symptoms are more difficult to deal with than motor symptoms. 3, it's time to see the doctor. Loss of smell and small handwriting are some early symptoms of Parkinson's disease. 4, expensive business. At least $25 billion is spent per year on treatments for patients. 5, gender specific. More men are affected by Parkinson's disease than women. Why Parkinson Awareness Month is important? It raises awareness. It encourages discussion about actions that can ease the issues faced by Parkinson's patients. We can only offer the support we know about the actual ailment. 2, support for victims. Through events, we can offer people with the disease the support they used for individuals and organizations rally and volunteer to offer donations to make it easier for patients. 3, appreciation and encouragement for contributors. The month is an opportunity to appreciate the efforts of all the contributions to fight against Parkinson's disease. Organizations, individuals, healthcare professionals, support groups are encouraged to continue to value work they do. How should we observe Parkinson's Awareness Month? Attend a local event. Throughout April, towns, businesses, healthcare professionals, and Parkinson support groups will be voicing support, staging barbecues and organizing events, and giving information and access to education for those living with Parkinson's disease. Participate at a local event to share your support. 2, show your support on socials. Join millions of people on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and Twitter and TikTok. Share your message of support using hashtags. Hashtag Parkinson's Awareness to help increase awareness. 3, visit the neurologist. Make this the month you finally schedule that neurologist visit you've been putting off. It's better to be safe than sorry. We were talking about support groups. The wonderful foundation is, and they have, if you belong to this foundation, you donate to it or look upon their website, is Parkinson's Foundation, is they have a whole host of support groups that can be done online, so you do not have to leave your loved one. And they also have local support groups that you could gather with others. And what the speakers at these support groups also might be physical therapists, occupational therapists, speech therapists, giving their professional advice. Same thing with physicians and neurologists. But the most important thing is, while you're going through this with your senior loved one or yourself, you're not alone. That you are being supported by others that are going through the same journey. So this month, red tulips, purple bows are there to support those afflicted with Parkinson's disease and those caregivers that are taking care of those that are afflicted with the disease. Thank you so much for viewing Tuesday Talks with Linda McKenna of Golden Rule Senior Placement Services. As always, I lead you to my website. It is www.goldenruleseniorplacement.com. There you will find my bio, you will find demographics, links to social media, but besides that, various options, these talks, and also resources. And the reason why I actually library all these talks is that you could share these talks with somebody that maybe you're not dealing with somebody with Parkinson's disease, but you can share it with a friend. And by passing information along, you're doing a community good and you're helping somebody. Thank you for viewing, and next week we are going to close out almost the month of April. Is Move More Month is also April. So we're going to talk about physical therapy and also the benefits of actually moving. So thank you for viewing and have a blessed week, and I'll see you next week on Tuesday Talks with Linda of Golden Rule Senior Placement Services. Bye now. Thank you for having me in your home, office, or in your place. Bye-bye now. Thank you.